Hello duelists, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an insect punk deck and combo that I've been working on the last couple hours. Now, with the final announcements for Photon Hypernova, we know the full set list. When we go into the last couple weeks, we don't know every single card in the set because there's 20 cards left up to TCG exclusives or for OCG imports. And there were two specific cards, one OCG import and one TCG exclusive, that got me inspired to look at this deck. So let me go into this quickly with you guys. Before I continue, if you guys like this type of video, please subscribe, like, turn on the notification, and give me a comment down below. Also, please go check out tsx1.com and use the code POTATO10 for a 10% discount on your sleeves. You can also get 3 for the price of 2 if you'd rather that. Okay, so the first card here is an OCG import, Queen Butterfly Danaus. Level 8 insect with 2800 attack and 1900 defense. The defense actually matters and I'll explain later in the combo. If you control this normal summon or set card, quick effect, you can target up to 3 level 4 lower insect monsters in the graveyard, change this card's attack to 0, and if you do, special summon those monsters, but their effects are negated. Only its effect once per turn. Okay, so this is essentially soul charge for insects, and a lot of insects have effects in the graveyard that are not once per turn. So this card can generate a lot of value really quickly, and it has to be normal summoned or set. However, this set introduces another monster that lets you give insects an extra summon, and you already have Beetrooper Armorhorn. So with this deck getting 3 normal summons per turn, you can actually summon this card normally, like pretty often, and then trigger a soul charge like effect. And that's kind of where the combo comes from. And the second new card, what kind of brings the start of the combo together, is Diabolantis, the Menacing Mantis. This card is a TCG exclusive card, and this card is sick because it brings us good level 8 synchro that generates some advantage. It is generic synchro, however its effect not really usable for every deck, it's just for insects and plants. This card is synchro summon. You can send insect and or plant monsters from your deck to the graveyard up to the number of non-tuners you used as material for this card's synchro summon. If you control the synchro summon card, you can target an insect or plant on the field and treat it as a tuner at the end of the turn. It only uses each effect once per turn. Okay, so this card is very strong because you can put Gokipole or Latrine Roll Cricket or Aetherion Lily Borea in the grave, and it gives you another level 8 synchro that is strong since Chaos Ruler has been banned. Now, this is kind of locked in a specific deck, so it's not super neutral like Chaos Ruler was, but that's fine. Otherwise, other level 8 synchros, we only really have Chixiao and Boxia, and those are also just level or locked into specific archetypes. So I guess I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with this deck. So this level 8 synchro is a starter card. It is something you're going to want to use early on in the combo, and that is why we're playing punk cards in this insect deck. You're going to do the normal thing you would have done Chaos Ruler, just get it out for free without using a normal summon and generating another body in the process. So this should all be standard at this point. And now instead of Chaos Ruler like you would have before, you make the Diabolantis. Now we can send it one insect or plant from deck to grave, and we bring back Zayamin. So I misclick here, but I'm sending Gokipole, and then you can add an earth insect, or you can add level 4 insect from your deck to your hand. I'll be adding Retaliating Sea. This can give us even more value. Now, Gokipole is once per turn, but Retaliating Sea isn't, so it's important to fill your grave with those cards that aren't once per turn, so we can get that soul charge bonus later. Now, I get that normal summon off, and we make our Circle of Fairy. This is another card from Photon Hypernova, but it's not one of the imports. And during your main phase, you can normal summon an insect or plant in addition to normal summon or set. Another fact not important for now, but you can go ahead and read it if you like. And then we get to add Resonance Insect. Again, this one is not once per turn, and has another effect where if it's banished, you send an insect from deck to grave. So you're going to use another extra normal summon here and make Beetrooper Armorhorn. So we're going to have one other normal summon now, and we get to add level 5 or higher insect, so we can just get that soul charge insect we talked about earlier, the Queen. Now we can double tribute and bring back 3 monsters, and we have 2 of those that'll give us searches. So Retaliating Sea, Resonance Insect, and Gokipole. Gokipole we already used, but that's fine. The others will still give us plenty of value. Now we want to make Cross Sheep here because we will be fusion summoning at some point with another card from Photon Hypernova that wasn't an exclusive or an import. You get both searches here. You want to add a Resonance Insect off the Retaliating Sea, and then either Sting Lancer or Doom Dozer. You'll add the other one later in the combo. Now we can use the Armorhorn to summon itself by banishing 3. It's just a free body, and it also banishes Resonance Insect to put one in the grave, and it's important to send any insect you'd like to revive with Cross Sheep, and in this combo we're going to be using Gale Dogger. It could be Mole Cricket, it could be Resonance Insect again, whatever you really want to do with this deck. I'm going to link those off, and I'm going to summon Insector Piccolofena. So on summon, you discard a card to equip a monster or an insect to another monster you control, and it gets 500 attack and defense. So this is important because we need this guy's defense to be above 2000 and for it to have an equip card. Also, by equipping Resonance Insect, it'll get the effect again to search when it goes to the grave. Now we can tribute the butterfly and summon the insect Colossus. It's nowhere near as good, but it's still similar. Also from Photon Hypernova, it reads, must first be either special by fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing an insect with 2000 or more defense, while equipped with an equipped card. Only special summon the Great Moth or the Great Insect once per turn, and then there's some other effects that are okay but not super relevant to what we're doing. What is important though is it's level 9, and this will matter for later on in the combo. But here we get the Resonance Insect again, and we'll get the other card I talked about, and it'll be Sting Lancer. This is just going to be an interrupt. It's not going to be used for the rest of the combo. And because we summoned a fusion, Cross Shoot will also trigger and bring back whatever we sent off the first Resonance Insect. So we get back the Yell Dogger, we get the Sting Lancer. Now we can do Yell Dogger stuff and set up a Schism. It could be something else as well, but this I think is just the strongest. Getting a draw is also nice. So yep, we get a draw card and we get Schism. We do have to discard a card, but not a big deal. Now we can go Doomdozer and banishing Resonance Insect from our grave. I banished 2 here. You probably should only banish 1 because you only have 1 more good graveyard effect to send this turn. The next turn, if you use Resonance Insect again, then you can send Goki Pull and activate its effects. But this turn, because you've already used it, you wouldn't get that free value. So mismanagement of resources on my end here, but not important to the combo. Now here we can summon Elf, and Elf will bring back any insect or any level 2, so you get back the Gale Dogger. This is important because I'm making Appaloosa, but getting the Elf up top just gives you more security from stuff like Impermanence. I have Appaloosa here, and this is just, you know, the start of the good combo. We have Schism Appaloosa already. And now one card I sent off Resonance Insect just now that I forgot to mention is this card, the Crown Armor Perver Bigram. Another new card from Photon Hypernova. It's pretty much Dragon Ruler for this deck, or Block Dragon. It is worse, but it's still very strong. And it's level 9, so we can make a rank 9 with the other fusion. And it can be summoned from the hand or grave by banishing 3 insect inner plants from your hand or graveyard. And then your opponent cannot activate monsters in response to the activation of your spell and trap cards. That's super cool because you can just, like, they can't bestial you if they held it for some reason. But either way, you're actually gonna get the card off the field. That's not gonna matter. That effect's not super important. And then also you can blow up the entire field except for insects and plants. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's a good beater in the late game, but the main thing I want to use it for here is the free level 9 summon that we can then overlay for a new rank 9. You could make Sacred Tree Beast Hyperiton here, which is from like Blazing Vortex or whatever, but instead I'm gonna make the new rank 9 from Photon Hypernova that I think is really strong, but no one talks about it because it's a generator card, and that is, I don't even know the name. Leviathan Generator Boss's Shadows. So what it does is all monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000 attack and defense. That's already good enough for start because now it's hard for them to swing over stuff like Wenda, Appaloosa, and Elf. This specifically matters because Field Spell Perlarino plus Sharon can attack over Wenda. Now it can't. That is very important. But also Leviathan has another effect. For a quick effect, you contribute this Exceed summon card to special summon a non-fairy generator Exceed from your extra deck, and then you can attach cards in the field and or grave to this material up to the number of materials this card had. So you can summon Jormungandr. Jormungandr is an okay card, but the main thing is that Leviathan clears 2 cards off your opponent's field or graveyard, and it can be cards, it can be monsters. It's great removal or graveyard disruption, and that's really strong. And that's one thing that field kind of doesn't have because you're going to end on a floodgate and negate graveyard disruption already. Now you have field removal as well. It kind of just has everything. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We have the Schism now for Wenda, and we have the Sting Lancer in hand as well. This is a pretty strong combo. You can follow this combo up by, instead of Sting Lancer, adding the Hercules monster, the Bee Trooper, to shuffle back banished cards to kind of keep going for the next turn. But I think this is a good place to kind of start with for toying around with this type of deck. A Synchro, Punk, Insect combo deck. I can show you guys what I have for the moment, but it is very beta, and I built this in like an hour. This is what my deck is looking like right now. Yes, there's only 13 cards in the extra deck, and that is because I haven't decided what I want for those last 2 spots. The deck is still extremely new for me, and these ratios could be terrible, but I'm still kind of figuring out how I want this deck to run. And I figured the main point I want to get across is you can play some hand traps while spamming out your level 8 Synchro to start your combos, getting into your Soul Charge Insect, and then ending on some powerful fields. This deck has a lot of room for growth, and you could either fit other engines in here, play Bestials, maybe some Gizmex to give you some more late game and synergy with the Punk monsters and some rank 8s. There's a lot of space for this deck to improve, and I urge you guys to give it a shot. I think it is extremely cool nonetheless. If you guys like these type of videos where we kind of explore some of the new cards and then how they could be used, please let me know. And if it's not something you'd like to see, that's fine as well. Please let me know as well so I can focus on something you guys do want to see for future videos. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.